you wanted to do Roots to pay homage to the food you grew up eating, growing up in Beaumont. Why?
I wanted to experience, and I wanted other people to experience the foods that I grew up eating. There is such a rich history that comes with Southern cuisine. And my family is from Port Allen and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And so I wanted to do something that paid homage to that. And this is how Roots Southern Table was born.
When you were growing up eating Southern food, how did it nourish you in addition to food nourishment?
One of the things that I loved about growing up with my family is that we're a large family. You know, there's a saying, they say, we don't die, we multiply, because it is 50 something of us. My grandmother had 11 children. So to set the picture, you would have to understand that it's a lot of us sitting at a table, on the floor, on the porch, everywhere. We're everywhere. And having a meal was so much more than just eating. It was the time that you connected with everyone.
Tiffany's first culinary job was at an IHOP at the age of 15. She learned time management and multitasking that helped her when it came to the restaurant business, but much larger lessons too.
I'm serving and a family comes in. The family sits down and the lady is becoming very, loud about something, but I couldn't really understand what was going on. I go over to the table to take their order, and she starts saying that she didn't want someone Black serving her.
As a 15-year-old girl, I mean, how much did that sting? I mean, what did that feel like?
At the time, I was just sort of taken back because I didn't understand. For me, it's all about trying to understand something, and I just couldn't understand how a person who has no clue who I am could hate someone so much.
Tiffany would experience those same barriers again and again in the culinary world, traditionally a white male, tight-knit community.
They say you need to, go in and get the experience, and I realized that experience looked different for certain people. My mentor, Mark Holly, out of Houston, he said, Tiff, you got 3 strikes against you. You're a female, you're Black, and you're young. You better keep your head down and keep working. And in many ways, I appreciated the advice that he was trying to give me. He was trying to toughen me up a little bit. He was trying to let me know that everything is not equal, and that whole speech of you're gonna have to work 10 times harder. But at the same time, now that I'm older, it's so unfair. It's so unfair that we have to tell Black boys and girls that you have to be better than everyone else.
Implied in that is you're not as good.
Right.
So you just need to work harder. And I'm just thinking about the toll that would take on your feeling about yourself.
Sure.
At some point. So what do you use to build self-love?
Yeah, I believe in stillness. So every morning I get up and I take a few moments for me. If that means I have to get up much earlier than that day requires, I make myself a cup of coffee and I sit in one specific area in my living room where the sun shines bright and I feel renewed. I think of it as a new day, a new opportunity. Whatever I didn't get done yesterday, whatever I messed up on yesterday, today's a new day. One I've never seen before, an opportunity to get it right. And in that moment, I just think about love, I think about my family. It's just a moment of stillness. And for me, it rejuvenates me. It's not a moment of anxiety. I'm not necessarily thinking of all the things I have to get done. I've already made that list the night before. But in this moment, I'm just grateful for all that I have and everything that's going on around me. But I have to stop. And the only time that I can feel that is if I am up, I smell the aroma of the coffee, and I'm just sitting and the sun is beaming on me.
If you're just having fun, if this is just like bubble baths, or we always think of self-care as bubble baths and stuff like that, what is your guilty pleasure? What do you just really do for yourself that you just enjoy?
So funny. It's so goofy. So if I can get off early, get home, make myself my little cheese and charcuterie plate, and it's the best if I'm home alone. If nobody else is in the house, it's a perfect day. Got my cheese charcuterie, I set it up. Y'all ought to see me. I go dance in the kitchen, grab my bottle of wine. I'm like, yes. And then I just watch a movie. Like, it's just that simple. I just want to be able to sit down and watch a movie, and I am the happiest person. You would think that I am on the beach somewhere. I'm like, yes, let's go. It's just, that's what I love to do. If I could just have that moment And I get it, once a month or something, and that is the moment.
Your fried chicken. Okay. How on earth did it feel for the woman who, as a little girl, had that experience at IHOP to serve your fried chicken at the White House?
Still feels like a dream. It almost feels like a fairy tale, but it was definitely amazing to be able to know that a dream and just following your passion could lead you into big things, right? Just cooking.
How important is it in your mind for President Obama, for you, for other successful people of color to represent?
I truly believe that representation matters. For me, I was able to not see something, but still go after it. There are a lot of people who truly need to see it. I'll never forget my grandmother when, we were all through that process, and the night that President Obama was elected, the joy and the emotion that she never thought she would live to see the day, whether you want to be president or whether you want to be a chef owning your own restaurant, whether you want to be represented on TV in some sort. It's a good thing to see it.
For Tiffany, representation is rising to the top as a woman and a chef. I saw on Instagram that you're engaged.
I am, yes. I'm so excited. He is a fantastic man. His name is William, and so I'm at a very happy place in my life.
So, who cooks at home?
I cook at home, I cook at work, I cook at friends' house. Somebody come save me.